So the last time we have finished login and register, I believe. So it's just 4 steps to go, and we're good to go, right? Last time I have finished login and register, and you know that on the validation, the Firebase already did done first. So using Firebase, you have saved a lot of time. So I can continue the last stuff. You already have a link to this repo, right? Right? It's repo. You already have a link to my repo, right? Or not? So if you need the code, you just go to my repo and find it under Firebase. Where is it? Firebase here. That is a little bit slow. Oh my god. Oh, sorry. You find it under here. And we continue. So we have 2 more things. So I have to do list fragment. So you have not learned about fragment, but we're gonna teach you guys about it later in week number 4. So fragment is just an activity, can have different part of view, and those views can be reused using fragment. So currently just ignore it and think it like it's really like an activity, but not like an activity. Okay. It also have life cycle like on resume, on create, on destroy, and on start. Even more like life cycle like on create view and on destroy view or on be created. But pair with me. We're gonna learn about fragment later. Okay. So in here we have functionality that we can remove a to-do, right? And complete the to-do. So you can try to complete it or not, right? And we also need to retrieve a list of to-do, right? So to make it very easy, first I have a new choose in here, Firebase config. Yes, already. We have here just a string, a to-do. So this to-do string gonna represent my database. So think of a database like a JSON. So it's NoSQL, so it's really like a JSON. So we have a key and value, a list of values. So a key of our case is the to-dos, like a JSON, and value is just a list of to-do, right? And a to-do gonna have, you know, something like this: 90, very important, the ID, priority, title, due date, user ID, something like that, right? So I'm gonna retrieve first a list of to-do pretty quickly. Not gonna waste your time. So before going to that, we have to do some setup, right? So we have my Firebase R10. Already know how to get that. And then we also know that we need to get a user. And for my Firebase R10 to get current user. So maybe we want to double check, right? If the user equal to new, right? And then we're gonna start an activity, go back to login, right? So somehow we see that the section is expired or the user no longer exists. We need to navigate them back to login, right? So we're gonna do login activity. I already have a static function there to get the intent. Okay, so very small thing here in where get intent here. I have a flag, new task and clear task. Okay, so what is a task in Android? A task. So you have a task, okay, and in the task you can put activity inside a task, right? And when you pop an activity or go back, pop it out, right? Pop it out, okay? So when I say flag activity clear task, it means my current task. I can clear all activity and create a new task with a login activity, okay? So maybe I have a lot of screen like to do, a register, a new profile, something. We have a lot of activity under the task. When we go click a back button, we pop the activity out and we go back to the last screen, right? So that's a task. And when we clear a task, we remove all the activity, right? We create a new task and we put in a login activity. So for now, when the user click a back button, it just go, you know, get out of that application, right? So we don't want something like we have a to-do list activity and we navigate the user to login activity and we click a back button and they go back to the list activity. We don't want that. We want to kick them out of the list activity because section is expired. So we use something like this. Okay, great. So I gotta start a little bit and put in my context. So in fragment, we could not put this, right? But fragment allows you to get a context. Okay, and then finally I have something called a database reference. It's the reference to your database on Firebase, right? And then I gotta just get them out. Okay, and this instance is gonna be your key to get all the data, to modify your data and to update it. Okay, and here I want to get on the to do, right? So I gotta do it now. Database reference child. Okay, so we use child to get out the list of to do. So you put in the child the key and then return the value kind of. And here we have Firebase config, right? To do it just a static string, right? And then here we start to do a query. Okay, so we know that we currently log in at this user, right? So we only care about to do that created by this user only, right? So we can do something like this. It's a little bit weird to do this, but from the document of Firebase, I have to do this. So I have a equal method here, so that we want only the to do that have the UID is our user ID, right? But I don't know why the equal to not really work for me. So, but they have a solution from the document. So later I'm gonna send you the document. Can you find a document for me and put it in on the channel? You have to do a start. Okay. So start here. You're gonna put in here, string and value. So I want to look into all the to do with the property UID and have something like this. My user get UID, right? And end. I don't know why the equal to not working. So, but start and end work pretty great. So I gotta keep with that. So maybe the API have updated because I'm still using Firebase 961. So discover yourself to see what really work for you. Okay, and then I can add value event listener. So Firebase have a reactive pattern. So when you go into your Firebase database and you try to change your data, it's gonna auto update call the listener so that you have a new data ready and just update the UI for you. Okay, and in here you have the data snapshot. Okay, and I know that is a list of data, so I can start get out the list of data. So I create this to do first. New list array list, great. And this is your data, and you can just get children, iterable. See, so I can have a for loop, data snapshot, child maybe in data snapshot dot get children. So data snapshot here is just like a node, like a JSON object. Think about it like a JSON object, kind of, and work with it. Okay. So in a JSON object, we have a JSON array, right? A JSON array gonna have a lot array of JSON object. So it's working like that. And then in here, we are create to do. So we have JSON, and we could parse it into an object, right? Here, everything is pretty the same. And we have, so at first, if you don't have this database, Firebase gonna create it for you. The first time you touch it, it's gonna create it for you, okay? So in here, I got get value. So I put in here the class. So they just try to parse that for you. And then I also need to set an ID. So an ID so database work like this. You have an ID, add a key, and a value is a to do. So you get a value, you just have a to do but don't have an ID. Okay? So you have to get the ID out and set it in the to do, right? So in here I got child, I get key, and we're good to go. And in here we add a to do. Okay, we're done. And I want to show it reverse because the last to do add in the list gonna be the first one come in, right? So I want to reverse. So I gotta do collection dot reverse to do. And finally, I gotta update my adapter, right? So I want to close my progress dialog first. Dismiss it and update the adapter. My adapter. I'm gonna set a to do. Great. And gonna run it. Meanwhile, you can log out, right? So it's pretty easy when you log out. Just go my R10 dot sign out, and then kick the activity, kick the user out of the activity, and go back to the login activity, and get contacts. Pretty easy. And in here we can remove a to do, right? So pretty easy. So to do, what is the to do view model? So I will explain it for you, but you can discover it at home. Okay. So we have to do with due date. Sorry, I forget. To do with priority, title, due date, user ID, and is it complete or not? It's like a business data, right? A data, the core data of your app. What is a view model? So a view model is something like this. You need the view model to know that when the complete is false, right? You want your item to be a little bit transparent, right? So that's a property, but we not store that property in the to-do. So we could store it in somewhere else in the view model. For example, where is that? I think it's here. So opacity, it means when the to-do is complete, we want an opacity just 0.5, right? And when it's not complete, 1.0, right? So it's a property that your adapter gonna read from it, right? So you can put it in here as a good practice. So a model is just something really like a core data of your application, a business object of your application. But a view model is something reflect your view property, okay? Your view property. So you know that for the model it's incomplete, but from the view model side it's 50% transparent or 100% transparent, kind of. Okay, think of it like that. So you can apply it or not, it's up to you. But I just want to introduce, and I can get it out my child, right? From Firebase config. I also want to get an ID, an object. You can put in here an ID. Okay, so it's like key value. So you have key and value, so you can find a child with the ID like this. Or even you can remove this. I think so. And then finally we could remove the value and then on complete listener. Great. And in here we just call an adapter, right? And just to remove. Okay, just don't care about how the adapter works. You can read it at home, but yeah, just bear with me like that. Take a look. Sorry. Okay, I can do all of this and debug at once and complete the to-do. When we complete the to-do, we try to just make it complete and reverse, right? So we just gotta do something like I got a to-do out. I set complete, right? Is complete. It just click the completion, okay? And then finally I get a database reference. Sorry. And then I find a child using to do get ID, and then I want to update it. So update a children, gonna have to put in a map, right? A map including an ID and an object, right? So they clear it out, so we have to follow that. So a string, an object, right? And here is the update. So you can update multiple value at once, okay? So create just a hash map. A hash map is good for me. Hash map, great. And I gotta put in here key and value. So key gonna be 90, right? And value gonna be a to do. Great. And then update. Sorry. The children here. And then you put in here the map of value you gonna be to update, right? And a completion listener again. And after you update your children, and you just call an adapter to update it, right? Here. Great. We're good to go. And okay, and we need a last thing is we need to, sorry. Okay. And the last thing is I have a dialog fragment here. So when I click on the plus button over here, gonna be a pop-up and dialog, right? So dialog, we want to do and create and update stuff, right? So I gotta do it pretty quickly. So for the update stuff, I gotta just copy and paste the complete. So don't care about how adapter stuff working, just focus on the database for the Firebase first. You can read on this stuff at home. Where? Update here. So we have a function gather data. So it means I gotta take the data from the priority picker, get the text from the title edit text, get the day from the due date, and get the user ID kind of, right? So I can do something like this. So in here, I have my to-do here is a to-do you want to update. The to-do you want to update, okay? It could be new. So when you click plus button here, you have a dialog. And the dialog gonna handle on, create, and update at the same time. So my to-do it could be new, but when you do an update, it's not gonna be new. So here, and I just called gather data, right? Yeah, and we have this. And my to-do dot id, right? Great. And we update it. After we update it, we're gonna call back into our last fragment and activity to just update the list, right? Okay, so we have a callback here. So just don't care about it. Just read about it at home. Here, it's a callback update to do, right? So we also need a to do. So we create to do. Here, gather data, put in here to do. If we update it complete, it means a database error is equal to new, right? And then in here we handle the error yourself, okay? And we need to set the to do an ID. Maybe I'll set it here. ID. Yeah. So the M to do here is just to do push into this fragment using bundle stuff, intents of stuff. Okay, so figure it out at home. And in here, I want to complete this to do. Put in here, great, and finally create. I'll do it pretty quickly. My database reference. I want the child gonna be Firebase config.child to do child, and in here I want to push in a new value. And in here I gather the data, right? And I just need a callback. Great. And here is a little bit tricky. So I again check out if error equal to new or not. If you handle the error here by yourself, and in here you have a database reference, but this time you need to listen to the value. Okay, so the good thing about Firebase is they're gonna push the value into your face, okay, and you try to handle it, okay. So not most of the time they're gonna push the value into your face and you handle it. Why? Because when you try to change the data from the cloud, okay, when the value is changed, you're gonna be notified. They're gonna push the new data into your face, and you just want to update it, and it's like real-time stuff. So later when you do a lab, you're gonna know how to do it, okay. And then I gotta add single event listener, yeah. And here cancel no, on data change yes, and we got a to do app from the data snapshot, get value again, I put in here to do the class, and I also need a key, same thing as before, and I get a key, and finally callback. My callback on create. I want to dismiss this dialog too. I want to dismiss it, so I can get out of this dialog and go back to to-do list activity. Let's run it. Okay, 5 minutes and we do labs. Internet is slow, I believe. Okay, I try to create a new one. Okay, I check out my database on the cloud. Too slow. Sorry. Here, storage, no database. To do. Okay, we got 3 to do, so we only have one sum here, but I failed to get it out here. Anything wrong here? Single. I try to put in here debugger. Too slow. Okay, data snapshot here. Look like we don't have anything. Weird. Anything wrong? Child. Order by child. Start. Database user. We successfully created. I think so. Hello. Hello. Hi. Yeah. But I still do recording. It's okay. I still do recording. I will take a look at my very quickly. Oh, I see the mistake. I'm sorry. I see the mistake. So I'll do it again. Wait for it. I try to run it again now. Sao nó tắt vậy?
Overheat.
Overheat? Really?
Yeah.
Wait for it. Nó bị nghiêng. Okay, great. So the problem is here it should not put the key. Oh, you put order by child here and start at, right? So you don't need to put here. So I'm not really very good at Firebase. Try to figure it out myself. But I can pair with you guys to handle it. Okay. And we just create this, guys. So when you click on it, nah, it's not working. Yeah, internet is slow, but if you have a good internet, it's gonna be pretty fast. Okay, so it needs some time to update the database. Okay, and when I click this guy, got it ready, and when we go back and go here, no, it's not working. Nah. Weird. Okay, I go back to my complete code. Complete here. So take a look. To do. Try to put it as complete or not. And here to do. Try. Update it. Weird. Can I update it from here? So click on that, you can delete it. I go back. Weird. Sorry?
In Firebase console, we can see every time of the day.
Okay. Yeah, it's not really answerable. Try where view model. Try to remove it. Okay, I'm not sure, but I tried something like this. Let's see. I think that we don't need this chai to get this chai, but anyway, I try it. But it's add-on complete listener. Can we add on? Oh, success listener. Success listener is better. Okay, success listener is way better because we know that it's really success or not. Sorry. So success listener here should put it here. Okay. Can I try it again with delete it and try to see? Wow. Okay, it's working. Okay, it's working. It's working. So here. Okay, my bad. You should have a child. Okay, you should have the to do child first. Okay. And you should not put on complete here. You should do on success. Okay. And I got fix that for this guy too. I believe child here. You have to get the child off. Firebase to do, and in here too. Firebase config dot where? Sorry. Already have that. Great. So run it, and we have lab. Let's see. Is it building? Internet is pretty slow, Harley. Yeah. So it's working. Oh no, it's not really. It could be deleted but not updated. Yeah. Low. Save it. Change the low. Go back. Yeah, we not successfully updated. Something wrong with the update. Complete. Here. Try. Get it out. Update the children. Anything wrong? We are able to delete it. Yeah, but not update. I try one more thing. If display arrow equal to new, else I gotta do a toast here that have database arrow dot get message and put it in here and the context. Okay, let's see it again. Children, I think it's good. We know that we could get this one. We could remove it, but not. No error and no update. So completely yes. Complete still false. Set completely. Update to do here. To do. Anything wrong? Children. Update. Okay, I will try to look back the Git history. I don't want to waste time. I will try to look back. Try. Oh, great. We don't need this. Oh my god, we don't need this for updating because we already have it here. Update, put get ID to do. Okay, we don't need that. Okay, so I try to update it in here too. Remove that. Okay, you're good to go. Let's see. I want to build again and done. Great. Slow. Complete is true. Okay, complete is true. You see, it's real time, right? Great. Database, Firebase. Good job. Okay. Create a new one. Pick a day. Here. And group device. Groups. Assignment. Save it. Great. Internet is slow. Okay, and I can also update it to high. Great. See? Okay, great. So, any question? We're lacking of time, so I'm gonna end the video now, and we're gonna do lab now. Okay? So let's get started. In here, go into your Firebase, code lab, and start doing lab now. Okay? Thank you. Stop video now. I need to get it.